Hey Virgo, I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, what came through was so interesting because the energy around collaboration and partnerships is massive right now. This reading is about who is meant to work alongside you for success and what that journey looks like moving forward. So let me walk you through what the universe is showing me. The first card that came out is the King of Cups, and I have to say this surprised me in the best way possible. This person who is meant to collaborate with you for success is someone with incredible emotional intelligence. We are talking about someone who leads with their heart but also has this grounded wisdom about them. They are not the type to make impulsive decisions or let their emotions run wild in a destructive way. Instead, they channel their feelings into creative solutions, and they have this ability to read the room instantly. What I find fascinating about this King of Cups energy is that this person genuinely cares about people. They are not in it just for profit or recognition. There is a humanitarian aspect to their approach. They want to build something that matters, and they want everyone involved to feel valued and heard. This is someone who creates psychological safety in professional environments, which is honestly rare. You know those people who make you feel like your ideas matter even when you are having a rough day? That is this person. For you, Virgo, this is significant because you tend to operate from logic and practicality. You analyze everything and you have systems for your systems. But this King of Cups brings a complementary energy. They help you remember that business is not just about spreadsheets and efficiency. It is about human connection and building something that resonates on a deeper level. Together, you create this beautiful balance where your analytical mind meets their emotional wisdom. I am seeing that this person might already be in your professional circle, or they will enter soon through a creative project or some kind of community initiative. They might work in fields related to counseling, creative arts, healing professions, or any industry where empathy is a core skill. The universe is basically saying this person will help you tap into markets or audiences you might have overlooked because you were too focused on the technical aspects. One more thing about this King of Cups is that they are incredibly loyal once they commit to something. This is not someone who will bail when things get challenging. They have weathered their own emotional storms, and they understand the value of staying power. So when you two collaborate, there is this deep trust that forms pretty quickly because they prove through actions, not just words, that they are invested in the shared vision. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles, and this tells me so much about the nature of your collaboration. This partnership is not going to be some overnight success story where you both just coast on natural talent. No, this is about dedication and mastery. Both of you are willing to put in the hours to perfect your craft and refine what you are building together. There is this beautiful work ethic that you both share. What I love about the Eight of Pentacles is that it represents continuous improvement. You and this person are not content with mediocrity. You both have this drive to get better every single day. You are learning new skills, adapting to market changes, studying your industry, and constantly asking, how can we do this better? That shared commitment to excellence is what will set your collaboration apart from others in your field. I am also seeing that this partnership involves a lot of hands-on work. This is not a situation where one person has all the big ideas and the other does all the grunt work. Both of you are actively involved in the creation process. Maybe you are building something from scratch together, developing a new product line, launching a service, or even learning a completely new skill set as a team. The point is, you are both equally invested in the craft itself. For Virgo specifically, this Eight of Pentacles energy feels natural because you already have that attention to detail and that desire for perfection. But what this card is emphasizing is that your collaborator shares this value system. They are not going to cut corners or rush the process just to get quick results. They understand that real mastery takes time, and they are willing to walk that patient path with you. This alignment in work ethic is honestly one of the biggest indicators of a successful partnership. There is also something here about skill exchange. Maybe you teach them something from your area of expertise, and they teach you something from theirs. This mutual learning creates a dynamic where you are both constantly growing. The collaboration becomes a space for professional development, not just financial gain. And that growth mindset is what keeps things exciting and prevents the partnership from becoming stagnant. Now we have the Hermit showing up, and this is really interesting because it speaks to the foundation of your collaboration. Before you two can truly build something powerful together, there is this period of introspection and solo work that needs to happen. The Hermit is telling me that both you and your future collaborator are currently in your own individual journeys of self-discovery and skill refinement. For you, Virgo, the Hermit might be showing up as this time where you are really clarifying what you want to create in the world. You are asking yourself deep questions about your purpose and what legacy you want to leave through your work. You might be spending more time alone researching, planning, and developing your expertise. This is not lonely isolation. This is sacred solitude where you are preparing yourself for what is coming. Your future collaborator is likely going through something similar. They are on their own path of seeking wisdom and understanding their unique gifts. The Hermit suggests that you will both meet when you have done enough inner work to know yourselves clearly. This means the partnership will be built on a foundation of self-awareness rather than neediness or desperation. You are not coming together to complete each other, but to complement each other from a place of wholeness. What I find beautiful about the Hermit in this context is that it honors the importance of timing. The universe is not rushing this connection. Instead, it is allowing both of you to develop the wisdom and clarity you need, so that when you do collaborate, the alignment is almost effortless. You will recognize each other not just as business partners, but as kindred spirits who have walked similar paths of self-discovery. The Hermit also suggests that your collaboration might involve teaching, mentoring, or sharing wisdom with others. Maybe you create educational content together, offer coaching services, or build a platform that helps people learn and grow. There is this element of guiding others through their own journeys, which makes sense because you both have spent time walking your own paths alone and learning valuable lessons along the way. Another layer to the Hermit is that even within your collaboration, there will be times when each of you needs space for solo reflection. This partnership works because you both respect each other's need for solitude and introspection. You understand that sometimes the best ideas come when you step away from constant communication and allow yourself to think deeply without external input. This mutual respect for personal space creates a healthy dynamic where neither person feels suffocated. The Six of Swords just came through, and this is significant because it represents transition and movement toward calmer waters. This tells me that both you and your collaborator might be coming out of challenging situations when you meet. Maybe you have dealt with difficult work environments, toxic partnerships, or ventures that did not work out the way you hoped. The Six of Swords is the energy of leaving all that behind and moving towards something better. What this card is emphasizing is that your collaboration represents a fresh start. It is like you are both boarding the same boat and sailing away from past disappointments toward a more peaceful and productive future. There is relief in this energy because finally you are working with someone who gets it. Someone who has also been through struggles and understands the value of a healthy collaborative relationship. For Virgo, this Six of Swords might show up as you finally letting go of perfectionism that has held you back. Maybe you have been so afraid of failure that you have not allowed yourself to partner with anyone. Or maybe you have had experiences where people did not match your standards and it made you hesitant to collaborate again. This card is saying it is time to release those fears and trust that this new partnership will be different. I am also seeing that the transition is not dramatic or chaotic. The Six of Swords is a gentle movement. You are not abandoning everything overnight or making rash decisions. Instead, you are thoughtfully moving from one phase of your career to another. You and your collaborator are bringing lessons from your past experiences, but you are not bringing the baggage. You have processed what you needed to process, and now you are ready to build something new with a clear mind. There is also this sense of guidance with the Six of Swords. Maybe a mentor or advisor helps facilitate this collaboration. Or perhaps you both share similar visions for where the industry is headed, and that shared foresight draws you together. Either way, the universe is gently steering you toward this partnership, because it sees the potential for mutual growth and success. The Page of Swords is here, and this brings such a curious and communicative energy to your collaboration. This card tells me that you and your partner will have incredible mental chemistry. Conversations between you two will be stimulating and full of new ideas. You challenge each other intellectually, and that mental sparring actually strengthens your bond and sharpens your strategies. What I love about the Page of Swords is the energy of investigation and truth-seeking. You and your collaborator are not afraid to ask tough questions or explore unconventional approaches. If something is not working, you both are willing to dig deep and figure out why, instead of just accepting surface-level explanations. This intellectual honesty creates a partnership where problems get solved efficiently, because neither of you is too proud to admit when something needs adjustment. For Virgo, this Page of Swords energy aligns perfectly with your analytical nature. You love researching, fact-checking, and making sure everything is accurate and well thought out. Your collaborator shares this dedication to truth and clarity. Together, you create content, products, or services that are not only innovative but also thoroughly vetted and reliable. People trust what you build because they can sense the integrity behind it. There is also a youthful enthusiasm with the Page of Swords. Even if you and your collaborator are experienced in your fields, there is this childlike curiosity that keeps things fresh. You are always learning, always exploring, always wondering what else is possible. This prevents your partnership from becoming boring or predictable. There is constant mental stimulation, which keeps both of you engaged and excited about the work. Communication is obviously huge with this card. You and your partner will probably have very direct and transparent communication styles. There is no room for passive-aggressive behavior or unspoken resentments. If something bothers one of you, it gets addressed quickly and honestly. This creates a healthy dynamic where small issues do not turn into big problems because everything is out in the open. The Six of Wands comes through. Next, and honestly, this is such a positive card for collaboration because it represents recognition and victory. The universe is showing me that your partnership is going to be successful in tangible ways. We are talking about public acknowledgement, achieving goals, gaining respect in your industry, and celebrating milestones together. This is not just about internal satisfaction, but also external validation that what you are building matters. What makes the Six of Wands special is that it is a shared victory. Neither of you is trying to take all the credit or overshadow the other. You both genuinely celebrate each other's contributions, and you present yourselves as a united team. This mutual respect and acknowledgement is what makes the success feel even sweeter because you are winning together. For Virgo, this Six of Wands. Energy might feel a bit uncomfortable. At first because you tend to shy away from the spotlight. You prefer working behind the scenes and letting your work speak for itself. But this card is encouraging you to step forward and claim the recognition you deserve. Your collaborator will help you with this because they understand the importance of visibility in building a successful venture. They will gently push you to share your wins and celebrate your achievements publicly. I am also seeing that the Six of Wands represents momentum. Once you and your partner start gaining traction, things begin to move quickly. Opportunities multiply, doors open, people want to work with you, and suddenly you are in demand. This momentum is exciting, but it also requires you both to stay grounded and focused so you do not get swept away by the attention. Thankfully, your Virgo practicality helps balance the celebratory energy of this card. There is also an element of leadership here. You and your collaborator might find yourselves in positions where others look to you for guidance or inspiration. Your success story becomes a blueprint that others want to follow. This is not about ego, but about recognizing that you have valuable insights to share based on your collaborative journey. Embracing this leadership role can open up even more opportunities for growth and impact. The Ace of Cups appears, and this is beautiful because it speaks to the emotional foundation of your collaboration. This partnership is not just transactional or purely business-focused. There is genuine care and emotional connection between you and this person. The Ace of Cups represents new beginnings in the realm of feelings, and it tells me that working together will bring a sense of fulfillment and joy that goes beyond financial success. What strikes me about the Ace of Cups here is that it suggests your collaboration might have a healing or uplifting quality. Maybe you create something that touches people's hearts or helps them through difficult times. Or perhaps the act of working together heals something within each of you. There is this beautiful exchange of emotional energy where you both feel supported, valued, and inspired by the partnership. For Virgo, who sometimes struggles with vulnerability, the Ace of Cups is inviting you to open your heart within this professional relationship. Your collaborator creates a safe space for you to express your feelings and ideas without judgment. This emotional safety allows your creativity to flow more freely because you are not constantly guarding yourself or worrying about criticism. You can just be authentic, and that authenticity becomes the secret ingredient in whatever you build together. I am also seeing that the Ace of Cups represents intuitive collaboration. Sometimes you two will just know what the other is thinking or feeling without having to say it out loud. This intuitive connection makes the work flow smoothly because you are in sync on a deeper level. You might find yourselves finishing each other's sentences or coming up with the same ideas independently, which just confirms that this partnership is divinely aligned. There is also something about overflow with the Ace of Cups. When your heart is full, the abundance spills over into all areas of life. This collaboration fills your emotional cup so much that it positively affects your relationships, your health, your overall well-being. Success is not just measured by external achievements, but by how fulfilled and alive you feel while creating something meaningful with someone you respect and care about. The Eight of Swords shows up, and this is an interesting card because it highlights potential challenges or mental blocks within the collaboration. The Eight of Swords represents feeling trapped by limiting beliefs, overthinking, or self-imposed restrictions. Both you and your collaborator might struggle with these patterns at different points, and recognizing them is the first step to breaking free. For Virgo, the Eight of Swords might manifest as analysis paralysis. You want everything to be perfect before you launch or share it with the world, and this perfectionism can trap you in endless cycles of tweaking and refining without ever actually putting your work out there. Your collaborator might help you see when good enough is truly good enough and encourage you to move forward even when things are not 100% perfect. Your partner might have their own version of the Eight of Swords. Maybe they struggle with self-doubt or fear of judgment. Perhaps they have limiting beliefs about what they are capable of achieving, or they worry that they are not qualified enough. Part of your role in this collaboration is helping them see their blind spots and reminding them of their strengths when they forget. What the Eight of Swords teaches is that most of the barriers you face are mental rather than actual. The resources and opportunities are there, but fear or overthinking prevents you from seeing them clearly. Your collaboration works because you help each other remove the blindfolds. When one person is stuck in limiting thoughts, the other offers a fresh perspective that breaks the spell and reveals new possibilities. There is also something about communication with the Eight of Swords. Sometimes misunderstandings or unclear expectations can create a sense of being trapped in the partnership. This card is a reminder to maintain open and honest communication so that small confusions do not turn into big obstacles. Regular check-ins where you both share what is working and what is not working can prevent the Eight of Swords energy from taking hold. The King of Swords appears. And this brings powerful mental clarity and strategic thinking to your collaboration. This card represents someone who sees through illusions and gets straight to the truth. There is no tolerance for dishonesty or manipulation in this partnership. Everything is above board, transparent, and based on clear communication and ethical practices. What I find significant about the King of Swords is the emphasis on logic and reason. While the Ace of Cups brought emotional connection, the King of Swords ensures that decisions are not based solely on feelings, but also on sound analysis and strategic thinking. You and your collaborator balance heart and mind beautifully. You care about what you are building, but you also make smart, calculated decisions that ensure long-term success. For Virgo, the King of Swords feels very aligned with your natural tendencies. You appreciate structure, systems, and clear boundaries. Your collaborator shares this appreciation for order and clarity. Together, you create frameworks and processes that make your work more efficient and scalable. You do not waste time on chaos or drama because you have established clear roles, responsibilities, and expectations from the beginning. There is also an element of authority with the King of Swords. This partnership gives you both a voice and platform to share your expertise. You might find yourselves being sought after for your opinions or insights in your industry. People respect your knowledge and trust your judgment because you have consistently demonstrated integrity and competence. This authority is not forced or inflated. It is earned through your dedication to excellence and truth. The King of Swords also suggests that difficult conversations will be handled with maturity and directness. If conflicts arise, you and your collaborator do not avoid them or let them fester. Instead, you address them head-on with clarity and fairness. This ability to navigate challenging discussions without letting emotions derail the conversation is what keeps the partnership healthy and productive over time. The Two of Pentacles is our final card, and this is so fitting because it represents balance and adaptability within your collaboration. Building something successful requires juggling multiple priorities, and this card tells me that you and your partner will need to stay flexible as circumstances change. The Two of Pentacles is about finding rhythm in the midst of movement and not getting too rigid in your approach. What I love about the Two of Pentacles is that it acknowledges the reality of partnership. There will be ups and downs, busy seasons and slow seasons, times of harmony and times of tension. The key is learning to dance with these fluctuations rather than resisting them. You and your collaborator understand that success is not a straight line, and you are both willing to adapt your strategies as needed to stay on track. For Virgo, who likes stability and predictability, the Two of Pentacles might feel a bit uncomfortable. You prefer knowing exactly what to expect and having a clear plan. But this card is teaching you that the most successful collaborations require a willingness to pivot and adjust. Your partner helps you see that flexibility is not the opposite of planning. It is actually what allows your plans to succeed in a changing environment. There is also something about balancing different aspects of the partnership with the Two of Pentacles. Maybe you are managing creative work alongside administrative tasks, or balancing innovation with financial responsibility. You and your collaborator might have different strengths that complement each other perfectly. One of you handles certain aspects of the business while the other focuses on different areas, and together you create a well-rounded operation. The Two of Pentacles also speaks to work-life balance. As your collaboration grows and demands more of your time and energy, it becomes important to maintain equilibrium. You and your partner support each other in setting healthy boundaries and making sure that success does not come at the cost of your well-being. You celebrate wins, but you also know when to step back and recharge so you can show up fully for the work. Ultimately, Virgo, what this entire reading is telling me is that the person meant to collaborate with you for success is already on their way into your life or might already be there. This is someone who balances emotional intelligence with strategic thinking. They share your work ethic and your commitment to excellence, but they also help you loosen up when perfectionism becomes paralyzing. Together, you will build something meaningful that brings both financial success and deep fulfillment. The journey will require patience as you both do your individual inner work before coming together. There will be challenges and moments when you feel stuck, but your combined mental clarity and willingness to adapt will see you through. Recognition and achievement are definitely in the cards, and you will celebrate these victories together as a team. The universe is aligning this collaboration perfectly, so trust the timing and stay open to the connections forming around you.